Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome back to my channel Storyland Official, and a very warm welcome to all the new members who have recently subscribed my channel. Thank you very much for your support, commentaries and suggestions. I am Umar Muhammad, and today we are going to solve the exercise of unit number 1, Arrival of the British in the Subcontinent, from Oxford Secondary History for Pakistan for grade 8, and it is book 3. Let's start today's lecture with prayer. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. सबसे पहले है टेस्ट योर सेल्फ, सेक्शन 1 है, क्वेश्चंस गिवन है इसमें. नंबर 1 है व्हाट वाज द EIC और BEIC, हमने बताना है कि ये किस चीज़ की एब्रीविएशन है. नंबर 2 है व्हाट इज़ अ फरमान, फरमान क्या होता है. नंबर 3 पे है एक्सप्लेन द डॉक्ट्राइन ऑफ फ्लैप्स, डॉक्ट्राइन ऑफ फ्लैप्स को आपने एक्सप्लेन करना है, बयान करना है. नंबर 4 पे है व्हाट डू यू फील मेड द ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी सो सक्सेसफुल इन इट्स डीलिंग्स इन इंडिया, ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी की जो डीलिंग्स थी इंडिया में उसमें वो इतने सक्सेसफुल कैसे हुए, इसकी वजह बतानी है. नंबर 5 है क्रिएट अ टाइम लाइन ऑफ द बैटल्स फॉट बाय ब्रिटिश एंड इंडियन रूलर्स बिटवीन 1757 एंड 1857. इन 100 ईयर्स में ब्रिटिश और इंडियन रूलर्स के दरमियान जो जंगें हुई उनकी एक टाइम लाइन बनानी है. नंबर 6 पे है डू यू अग्री दैट फैक्शनल फाइटिंग डिफरेंट साइड्स ओपन अप इंडिया फॉर यूरोपियन कॉन्क्वेस्ट और डिड अदर इशूज़ ब्रिंग डाउन द मुगल एम्पायर. इसमें आपने बताना है कि आप क्या ख्याल करते हैं मुतफर्रिक जंगें जो इंडिया में हुई उनकी वजह से जो यूरोपियन हैं उनको यहाँ पे रास्ता मिला, या फिर मुग़ल एम्पायर जो मुगलिया सल्तनत थी उसके ज़वाल की कोई और वजह भी थी. 7 है इफ़ टीपू सुल्तान फेल टू विन लेटर द एंग्लो मैसूर वॉर्स डज दिस मेक हिम अ बैड रूलर, इसमें कि अगर टीपू सुल्तान जैसे बाद में एंग्लो मैसूर वॉर्स जो था उसमें उनको शिकस्त हुई तो क्या इसकी वजह से वो बुरे हुक्मरान बन गए. 8 है डू यू थिंक द फरमान इशूड by the Mughal emperor to EIC is a situation similar to that of the developing countries today, यानी उस वक्त जो ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी को मुगलिया सल्तनत की तरफ से जो फरमान एक वसूल हुआ था जिसमें उनको बहुत सी मराहत दी गई थी, तो आज भी जो डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज़ हैं उनकी यही सिचुएशन है, इस पर हमने बहस करनी है. नंबर 9 है एक्सप्लोर एंड कंपेयर द कॉज इवेंट्स एंड रिजल्ट्स ऑफ द बैटल ऑफ प्लासी एंड बक्सर, इन दोनों इवेंट्स को हमने डिस्कस करना है. इसमें नंबर 10 पे है एक्सप्लोर वाई द इवेंट्स ऑफ 1857 गेट कॉल्ड द फर्स्ट इंडियन वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस बाय सम एंड द इंडियन अपराइजिंग और रिबिलियन बाय अदर्स, यानी कुछ लोग जो 1857 में जंग हुई थी उसको जंग आज़ादी कहते हैं और कुछ लोग इसको रिबेलियन यानी बगावत के नाम से याद करते हैं. 11 है वाई वाज बहादुर शाह जफर अरेस्टेड बाय द ब्रिटिश आफ्टर द वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस 1857, जंग आज़ादी जो 1857 की हुई उसके बाद बहादुर शाह जफर को जो अरेस्ट किया गया था उसके बारे में आपने बात करनी है कि उनको क्यों कैद कर लिया गया था. 12 पे है कंडक्ट रिसर्च रिगार्डिंग द कंसिक्वेंसेस ऑफ क्वीन विक्टोरियाज प्रोक्लेमेशन एक्ट ऑफ 1858 में जो क्वीन विक्टोरिया ने फरमान जारी किया था उसके क्या नताइज हुए उसके बारे में आपने रिसर्च करके बताना है. सबसे पहले हम फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन का आंसर देख लेते हैं. नंबर 1 पे है द ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी और ब्रिटिश EIC was a commercial enterprise established to exploit trade in India for the benefit of shareholders in Britain. Established in 1600, it rapidly moved from exploiting just coastal seaborne trade to establishing monopolies where possible in India, expanding its wealth and power base, and forming the force which established the British Indian Empire. Next question का आंसर है a फरमान is a Mughal royal proclamation. The EIC was issued one from 1717 allowing it to be present and trade in the Bengal. The answer of question number 3 is Lord Dalhousie 1852 Doctrine of Lapse stated that when a ruler of a princely state died without an heir, the land would pass to the British to prevent conflict and loss of life. This gained them wealth and power over large territories, for example, Satara, Nagpur, and Jhansi. The answer of question number 4 is the deep water ships, superior firepower, guns, and artillery, and a disciplined, trained professional military gave them persuasive and largely successful force, while careful diplomacy and pitting one state or group against another distracted and divided the princely states. Next is the answer of question number 5. Number 1 पे है 1757 Battle of Plassey, 2 पे है 1760 Battle of Vandiwash, 3 1761 Battle of Buxar, 4 पे है 1767 to 1769 First Anglo-Mysore War, 5 1775 to 1782 First Anglo-Maratha War. Next is number 6, 1780 to 1784, Second Anglo-Mysore War. 7, 1790 to 1792, Third Anglo-Mysore War. 8, 1799, Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. 9, 1803 to 1805, Second Anglo-Maratha War. 10, 1817 to 1818, Third Anglo-Maratha War. Next is 11, 1824 to 1826, First Anglo-Burmese War. Number 12, 1839 to 1842, First Anglo-Afghan War. 13, 1845 to 1846, First Anglo-Sikh War. Number 14, 1848 to 1849, Second Anglo-Sikh War. Or 15, 1857, Indian Rebellion, including several battles like the Siege of Delhi, Kanpur, and Lucknow. Next is the answer of question number 6. Yes, factional fighting among Indian rulers made it easier for Europeans to take control, but other problems also weakened the Mughal Empire, like poor leadership and money troubles. The empire was too big to manage well, and many local rulers wanted independence. All these issues together helped the British slowly take over India. Next is the answer of question number 7. Tipu Sultan was a strong and brave ruler who loved his kingdom. He worked to modernize his army and use new technology like rockets. Even though he lost the later Anglo-Mysore wars, he never gave up. He fought the British with courage and stood firm for his people. Losing a war doesn't mean he was a bad ruler. It shows how tough the fight was. Next is answer of question number 8. Yes, the Farman gave the East India Company special trade rights, which later hurt India's economy. Many developing countries today also give foreign companies similar benefits, hoping for growth. But these deals can lead to loss of control over resources and unfair profits for outsiders, like the Mughal Empire. Some governments may not see the long term risks. So, yes, the situation is somewhat similar, showing the need for careful planning. Next is the answer of question number 9. The Battle of Plassey 1757 was caused by British trade disputes and political betrayal, while the Battle of Buxar 1764 followed continued British expansion and conflict with Indian rulers. Plassey was won through the betrayal of Nawab Sirajud-Dowlah by Mir Jafar, and Buxar involved a direct fight against a combined Indian force led by Mir Qasim, Shuja'at-Dowlah, and a Mughal emperor. Plassey gave the British control over Bengal, but Buxar gave them full political power and the right to collect revenue, making a major step in British rule in India. Next is the answer of question number 10. This is a matter of perspective and should have been discussed while studying the War of Independence. Traditional British historiography and the places it influenced saw the uprising as a mutiny by disloyal and troublemaking subjects, whom today we might call terrorists. However, a revisionist group in some places and a group taking the perspective of the occupied colonial spaces argue this was a group of freedom fighters resisting a colonial occupation and oppressive regime. This Indian, Pakistani, and Bangladeshi narrative since independence have moved towards taking a more nationalist perspective. Next is number 11. Aged 82, Bahadur Shah was taken by surprise by the uprising and under threat and coercion was unable to take decisive action to try to quell the rebellion as the British saw it. He was the head of the state and therefore carried some national responsibility for what happened in his country, despite having no real power or control. He was therefore arrested somewhat unfairly, taking the blame for the deaths of 52 people captured by the force occupying his palace. Next is 12. Queen Victoria's Proclamation Act of 1858 ended the rule of the East India Company and brought India directly under British Crown control. It promised equal treatment under law, protection of Indian customs, and non-interference in religion to calm unrest after the 1857 rebellion. However, real power stayed with the British, and Indians were still largely excluded from higher posts in government. The next section is section number 2, multiple choice questions. Number 1 पे है, which European sailor discovered a sea route from Europe to India? A. Francis Drake, B. Vasco da Gama, C. Ferdinand Magellan, नंबर 2 पे है द कॉन्क्वेस्ट ऑफ कैटलॉर वाज अ सक्सेस फॉर होम? ए अहमद शाह अब्दाली, बी द ब्रिटिश, सी हैदर अली। नंबर 3 है which of the following weapons was adopted with great success by Tipu Sultan? A naval guns and barges, B है military rockets, C है early machine guns। नंबर 4 पे है the doctrine of lapse was a policy introduced by the British to A occupy Indian territory, B control sea routes, and C have a monopoly of trade in India. Number 5. Which of the following is not a reason for the failure of War of Independence in 1857? A. There was no clear leadership to unite the people of India. B. The Indian sepoys had numerical superiority. There were more of them than EIC troops. C. है the Indian sepoys lacked ammunition. 6 पे है what are the dates of the British Raj period in the history of the subcontinent? A है 1757 to 1947, B 1790 to 1947 या फिर C 1858 to 1947। करेक्ट आंसर्स को हम देख लेते हैं। 1 B वास्को डी गामा, 2 C हैदर अली led by Tipu Sultan, 3 B military rockets, 4 A occupy Indian territory, 5 A and C. A. There was no clear leadership to unite the people of India, and C. The rebels lacked ammunition. 6 पे है A 1757 to 1947 CE. This was the end of this lecture. Hope you like it. Thank you for watching, and if you want to learn more, please like and share my videos and subscribe my channel. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.